Welcome to Brewmatures, where our goal is to try every beer from around the world. And today, we have 4 beers from Tripping Animals Brewing Company. Let's check them out. Alright, let's take a look at the cans now, starting over here on my right with the Sleepy Alligator, as I'm calling it. This one's named Ever Haze, 7% alcohol. It's an IPA with cashmere, citra, and amarillo hops. Canned on December 23rd, 2020. So it's a little old at this point, but they're from Florida, and currently I'm in California. So it took some time for them to get over here. I've never seen them out here, Tripping Animals. And I have to say I'm a fan of the foiling. It's eye-catching. Takes me back to the days of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You always wanted to get the foils, so this makes you want to open up the fridge and buy it. Next up, we have this orange can with the happy dog on it. And I really like it because it really captures the mood of a dog that's happy to see someone when they get home from work. Although it does have the lazy, sleepy eyes again. This one's called Benjamin the Youngster, 8.5% alcohol by volume. It's a double IPA, hopped with mosaic and citra hops. So I'm hoping to get some good flavors out of this one. It is a double, so it's going to pack a little more punch than this one, or that's what I'm assuming. This one was canned on January 5th, 2021, so a little newer. So we'll see if that comes up when we compare all these in the taste test. Next up, we have the can with what I think is a trout on it, a rainbow trout to be exact, but those of you who are fishermen can let me know down in the comments below. This one's called Always with Flow, 8.5% alcohol, another double IPA. This one has pineapple, Enigma, Nelson, and Sabro hops. So I don't think I've had too many Enigma or Sabro hops before, but mixing those with pineapple really is intriguing, so I'm hoping to get some good fruity flavor out of this. Those tropical notes really enhance with the pineapple. And I just think this art is beautiful. It reminds me of trips to Oregon, Washington, Alaska, fishing out there. Didn't catch much, but it brings back those memories. This one was canned on Christmas Eve, 12/24/2020. So let's hope there's a little Christmas magic in this can and it's stayed pretty fresh this whole time. Last and certainly not least, we have the blue can here on the far left with the upset dog on it. A dog that's perhaps has had enough and is ready to go take a nap. This one is called Benjamin the Elder, 10% alcohol by volume. It's a triple IPA with lotus, citra, and cashmere hops. Canned on 12/30/2020, so you know these are all around that December time. But this is Benjamin the Elder here, and this one is Benjamin the Younger. So looks like when he was younger, when he was older. So hopefully that means he's had some fun in his life. I don't know. He looks just done. But comparing what they have inside, this one doesn't have quite the same hops. This has citra and mosaic. And this one has lotus, citra, and cashmere. So the only really thing that makes it the Elder versus the Youngster is triple versus double, and then the dog looking like it's older and tired. All right, let's move on and compare these all in taste. All right, let's open these beers and see what they have inside. First up, we got our Lazy Crocodile here. Already getting hop aroma, nice. Got some good head on it already for, small taste pour. Benjamin the Youngster over here. All right. Always with Flow. Very nice. These all have great aromas after opening right here. And last we have our triple, Benjamin the Elder. Love that sound every time. All right, comparing color. To me, it's no surprise that our single IPA is the lightest. It is a little surprising to me that this double IPA is darker than its elder brother here. Now, I don't know if that has to do with age, but probably not. This was canned later than all the other 3. So it must have to do with the hops in it. I'm not really well versed in that, but I do love the color we're getting out of them. All right, we'll start same order here on my right with Ever Haze. First, we'll go to the nose. All right, we're getting grapefruit, peach, mango, and just a general tropicalness to it, like a little bit of pineapple. All right, let's go to taste. Well, it goes down easy. I would expect that of a normal IPA. There's a bit of grapefruit there, a little bit of almost like a kumquat or like a sour, not quite lemon. There's a pininess, a hoppy bitterness. I will say I think age has muted the flavors a bit on this, but it hasn't quite turned dank and nasty like IPAs can get after a while. Definitely glad I'm drinking this now rather than waiting any longer. Overall, I would give it 3.75 right now at its current state on Untappd. I would love to try some of that fresh. But for now, let's move on to our next beer. Moving on, we got Benjamin the Youngster. Nose. Ooh, this is a different animal now. What is that? There's like a really nice, it's not quite, it's fruity. Like a sour fruit, like a ruby red grapefruit, or like almost lemon. This is definitely almost like lemon. Let's go to taste. All right, there's the Citra hops. Can't remember if I had Mosaic before, but you get really nice fruitiness on that. Grapefruit once again, a little bit of orange. Less bitter than this one. This is the youngest one, so perhaps the flavors here are, haven't turned quite as much. Overall, it's a fine beer. It's a double. You can't taste the alcohol in it. Goes down smooth. Really nice, reminiscent of King Sue. Not quite as good. One day I hope to review that on the channel. But overall, a great beer. Would love to have this again. I'm gonna give it a 4.25 on Untappd. All right, let's move on to our next beer. All right, let's move on to our third beer, and probably the one I'm most excited for here. Always with float. This is the one that's pineapple, Enigma, Nelson, and Sabro hops. I don't know if I've ever had any of those hops other than maybe Nelson. Interested to see what the pineapple does here, and I did miss that this is a collaboration with WeldWorks Brewing, so shout out to them. And let's see what they bring to this. Right off the bat, I'm getting pineapple in the nose. Grapefruit peel. A little bit of lemon. And it smells crisp and fresh. I know it sounds weird, but it's got like a mountain air smell to it. Let's go to the taste. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. That stunned me. I gotta go back in and try and pull some flavors out of here. I don't know if I'm getting pineapple on the flavor. It just says with pineapple, so I don't know if it was juice or chunks. There are tropical notes here. I'm gonna say now I think I prefer the tropical notes in this. This has, and it's not super bitter. It's sweet, but it tastes almost not cloying, but too sweet almost for an IPA anyway. That's just really throwing me for a loop. And I don't really know what it is. It's not grapefruit. Maybe it's like an overripe mango, like overripe fruit. That's what I'm getting. Like overripe fruit, like when it's too soft and you take a bite and you're like, ooh, this is past its prime. Once again, could be the age, could be turned, but not a super huge fan of that. And for the can art alone, this is my favorite can art. I'm gonna have to give it a 3 on Untappd. All right, let's hope the next beer is much better. All right, moving on, last and not least, Benjamin the Elder. Now this is a triple IPA, and I have to say most triple IPAs that I've had are a little too alcoholic for my taste. They usually have good flavor on the nose and on the palate, but there's usually a little bit of an alcoholic aftertaste, and it's usually because of their alcohol content, 10%. So I'm not expecting anything different, but I mean, here's hoping. On the nose we have, ooh, really nice and sweet grapefruit, like if you put sugar on your grapefruit. That's exactly what that is. It's sugar sweetened grapefruit. Very aromatic, very nice. Let's go to taste. Again, surprising flavor. Not getting the alcohol, and that is a good surprise. Now I'm gonna go in for this flavor again. It's definitely sweet. It's sweeter than any of these three, and that is very unexpected for a triple. Orange juice. That's what it reminds me of, is orange juice. Alcoholic orange juice. So I've never had lotus hops, and I haven't had too many cashmere hops. Citra I'm very familiar with, but this doesn't remind me of other beers that have Citra in them. I am digging what this is doing. I gotta go in again. Very mimosa-esque, in my opinion. A little bit of bitterness at the end now. Now that you've taken a few sips, there's the hoppy bitterness, but it's not overpowering. And this does not drink like a 10% beer. This could easily be confused with a double or even a single IPA. And it is definitely probably the best of everything I've had up here, funnily enough. I did not think that would be the case. I'm usually more of a fruit person, but this time the triple's doing it for me. I would go so far to say this is I'm gonna say 4.5 on Untappd. That is easily my favorite beer we've had today. All right, now that I've tried each beer, let's move on to our final thoughts. All right, final thoughts. You know, I'm a little disappointed in the flavors of these beers, but I tell myself all the time, you know what? This is part of the adventure, trying different beers from different breweries. I got to have a whole flight to myself here, and these guys are all the way in Florida, and if they hadn't been shipped out here, I probably would never have got to try them. And that's really the most fun part, is really just experimenting with different beers. We're trying to try different beers from all the way around the world, and we have to do that one sip at a time here. And to be honest, there were some surprises here. Like I said, don't usually like triple IPAs, but this one's great, and I would love to have this again. The artwork on this can is beautiful, gorgeous, very reminiscent of vacations I've taken, hikes I've gone on. So WeldWorks, if they helped do the artwork, then good on them. I would love to try this again, fresh. Perhaps age has done it in a little bit, but no way to know without having a fresh can around. Well, that's all the time we have for today's review. Please let us know in the comments below which can art you liked the best, and share with your friends. Gotta share beer with your friends, right? That's half the craft beer journey. Well, as for us, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world, one sip at a time.